The staff at the Calgary Zoo is mourning the death of a female hippopotamus that was sent to the zoo for breeding. The hippo was shipped from Denver in a crate, and staff say the death was likely caused by complications from lying in one position for too long. It's the latest loss for the zoo. 3 western lowland gorillas have died since April, and an elephant calf died in 2004 after being rejected by its mother. And for more now on the hippo's death, I am joined from the Calgary Zoo by one of its veterinarians, Dr. Doug Whiteside. Dr. Whiteside, thanks for joining us on what must be an emotional day at the zoo. What happened to the young hippo?
Yeah, it is a sad day here at the zoo. Unfortunately, during transport, the hippo went down into a lying position and remained in that position for about 11 hours. Unfortunately, with an animal that size and of that weight, the pressure that's placed on the muscles does not allow the blood to flow through them properly, and it results in death of the muscles in the hind limbs.
Typically, what kind of precautions are taken to prevent this kind of thing when transporting large mammals?
There's several precautions that are taken. One is that to make sure the animal is comfortable with the crate that it's being shipped in. And for many months, the keepers at the Denver Zoo had worked with Hazina, the hippo, to make sure that she was comfortable going in and out of the crate, and that she was comfortable staying in the crate for periods of time. The second thing is that you use a professional company that's designed for shipping large mammals across North America. So that's their specialty, and the people who are shipping them are trained to monitor these animals during shipment. And they were monitoring her. I mean, they had noted that she'd been up for some of the trip, and then she lay down about 4:30 in the morning on the Friday, and she was still in a lying position when she arrived here at the zoo about 3 p.m.
And so what kind of things could you have done to save her?
Unfortunately, by the time she arrived at the zoo, there wasn't much that we could do. We tried everything possible to save her. We gave her fluids, anti-inflammatory therapies, and we got her into our holding pool to get the weight off of the legs and try to improve circulation in the limbs. Unfortunately, due to the massive amount of muscle damage and death, all the toxins from that are being released into the blood at the same time that she's in the pool, and unfortunately it overwhelms the organs in the body. So it overwhelmed the kidneys and it overwhelmed the heart.
Now, is this an unusual case? Because we're talking about hippopotamus, as you mentioned, an animal that weighs a great deal of weight. What about other animals? Is it difficult to transport animals from zoo to zoo, and do we see more of this happening?
I wouldn't say we see more of it happening. This is an unfortunate, rare, and isolated case. In this instance, animals are shipped across North America between zoos and large mammals, often without complication. For example, here, we had our elephant shipped up from Miami without complications when he was in his teens. We had a giraffe here shipped to the zoo a couple of years ago, a big male giraffe without complications. We've shipped animals out to other zoos without complications. I think the animal's personality has a huge part to play in it. Hazina was always known as a stubborn hippo. She may have got into a down position and then just being tense, didn't want to get up, and that caused the complications in this case.
All right, Dr. Hazina, thanks for this.
You're welcome.